The James Webb Space Telescope just spotted something that shouldn't exist. Five galaxies colliding together when the universe was less than a billion years old. By every model, that's impossible. And yet, there it is. A cosmic wreckage blazing with newborn stars, rewriting everything we thought we knew about how the fast galaxies are formed. Astronomers are calling it JWST's quintet, a monster merger from the dawn of time. Welcome to Voidstream Lab. Tonight, Web doesn't show us peace, it shows us chaos. A story written in collisions. What it finds is extraordinary. Five galaxies packed so tightly together, they are tearing into one another, less than a billion years after the Big Bang. To be exact, this system existed roughly 800 million years after the universe began. Using both Webb and Hubble's data, astronomers discovered a web of galaxies bound in a single, glowing cloud of gas. Structure so dense, so dramatic, it defies expectations. They have nicknamed it JWST's quintet. It's not an official name, just one the scientific community used to tell the story apart. And no, that's not the Stephen's quintet. That's a much closer group. Webb also imaged that back in 2022. This one is older, rare, and far more violent. Inside the quintet are at least 5 galaxies, all physically connected, all trapped in the same gravitational web. 17 star-forming clumps have already been spotted within it, little factories of light scattered through the wreckage, each one creating a new star at an astonishing rate. But here is the strange part, this shouldn't be happening yet. At the time, galaxies were supposed to be small and fragile, just beginning to take shape. Mergers, if they happened at all, are supposed to be simple, maybe 2 galaxies joining force. But 5, that's off the chat. This kind of chaos wasn't supposed to exist so early. And yet, Webb got it, clear as a day. A full-scale cosmic collision frozen in light from when the universe was still a child. Zoom in and the evidence are unmistakable. Filaments of gas binding one galaxy to another, glowing with hydrogen and oxygen. They look beautiful, but their scars prove that these galaxies aren't neighbors. They are combatants, ripping each other apart, feeding off each other, and reshaping their destinies. And that oxygen, it's important. It means stars have already been born and died here. Supernovae have gone off, spreading heavy elements through the void. Even in this ancient chaos, the cosmic cycle of life and death was already underway, faster and earlier than anyone could imagine. Think about what that implies. In most simulations, a merger this complex, this soon, is practically impossible. 2 galaxies, maybe 3 if you are lucky. But 5, that means we have just witnessed a cosmic coincidence, or our models of how fast galaxies assemble needs a serious revision. And here is where it gets even more fascinating. This isn't just a light show. These collisions are doing work, compressing gas, triggering bursts of star formation, and funneling matter inward toward the galactic center. That's how supermassive black holes grow. Even if one of these galaxies started with a small black hole, this event could turn it into a giant, billions of times the mass of the Sun. That might explain why the early universe already had massive black holes waiting for us to find. But What's really happening here is kinda a cosmic alchemy. Those breezes of oxygen-rich gas are spreading metals, literally changing the chemistry of the young cosmos. That enrichment helps gas cool faster, let stars form more efficiently, and even lays the groundwork for planets to appear earlier than we thought possible. So, this isn't just destruction, it's creation, wearing the mask of chaos. Every collision, every scar is a seed for what to come. The destruction is only one way to see it, but perhaps it's creation in disguise. The universe quietly crafting its next masterpiece from ruin. Of course, there is a cost. Galaxy that burn this bright doesn't last. They devour their own fuel and fade into silence. A few 100 million years from this moment, JWST's quintet may merge into one massive, red, quiet galaxy, calm on the surface but born from violence. We have already seen galaxies like that, too old, too calm for their age. Maybe they started like this. Amid all this motion and light, there is something unseen, a quiet force guiding the dance. That force is dark matter, the invisible architecture holding the universe together. It's what binds this galaxy into one shared fate. If we find more systems like this, maybe dark matter gather faster than we thought. Or maybe the cosmic wave itself is more efficient at building structure than we ever realized. Either way, JWST's quintet isn't just a discovery, it's as if the universe is whispering a challenge. And that's what makes us human, forever searching. Because even in chaos, there is a design. These galaxies aren't just colliding, they're writing the blueprints for everything that will ever exist. Look closely, and it's art. The tails of gas sweeping across the dark like brush strokes. Star clusters glowing like embers. Supernovae exploding like punctuation marking a story still being written. Every scar is a signature, every fracture a foundation. The universe owes nothing. So, what is JWST's quintet? A fluke or the first hint of a large pattern? If it's a one-time event, it's already groundbreaking. But if Webb finds more and the signs are pointing that way, we'll have to rewrite how we think the cosmos grew up. Because maybe galaxies aren't shy seedlings, maybe they are bold architects, loud, messy, and fast, building the future out of chaos. And that's the beauty of it. Every wave is just a fragment, but sometimes a fragment is enough to start a revolution. The quintet is one of those moments, but the story isn't over. While the collision screams with chaos, another discovery whispers with order. A spiral galaxy, ancient, peaceful, perfectly formed. Julong, the torch dragon, formed when the universe should still have been in chaos. Two contradictions, two riddles, both asking the same question. How early did everything begin? Until next time, stay curious, keep looking up, and remember, even in its wildest collisions, the universe is quietly laying the foundation for stories yet to come.